ADBN Advocate Broadcasting Network. ADBN Advocate Broadcasting Network.
You're welcome to this beautiful weekend, another weekend with Chat Circle. My name is Asian Nkut.
And my name is Nana Abena.
And you're looking very fine with this.
Asian is looking, thank you.
You know
Let
what?
me
Last
say it.
week,
You just had to take it out of my mouth. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Last week, we actually planned to wear bubu. I
Yes,
think that
we
was
did.
last week. But this week, we didn't.
We were in the
so we're like,
spirits.
we're in the spirits, you know. We just didn't match our colors, but we're in the spirits.
Yeah, exactly. But you're looking good. Your edges for me, Sha.
Please
Baby
stop
girls.
drawing nobody look at my edges. Nobody look. Anyways, as usual, we have exciting news for you on our social media trends, what your faves were up to, what they did not do. And we're going to start this week with one that I think everybody's excited about. I mean, we've talked about this the past,
Well,
I think,
we're excited,
2-3
but we
weeks.
don't know if it's happen. So it's just,
It will happen. It
we're
will
just being
happen.
positive.
It will happen. We are talking about the National Minimum Wage Act. I mean, we've all heard there have been murmurings it should be increased. Finally, something has been done.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday, July 23rd, the Nigerian Senate swiftly passed the National Minimum Wage Act 2019, the amendment bill, after receiving it from the president. The bill, which was approved in an unanimous vote following its third reading, increases the national minimum wage from 30,000 to 70,000. Now, President Tinubu had requested expedited consideration and also proposed reducing the review period for the minimum wage from 5 years to 3 years. Now, this is the part that interested me. Apparently, even though they've passed the bill, they have to review it. So the fact that he has reduced it from 5 years to 3 years is a good thing. But I'm just like, why do they need that long time to, review it? But anyways, this amendment follows an agreement between Tinubu, the president, and the organized labor on the new wage rate. Also, Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced that the newly approved minimum wage of 70,000 applies to all workers, including those in the public and private sector. Now, this is very important. Very
I saw
important.
this and I think I saw my comment. I was like, okay, this is very interesting.
This is very important. So, as well as domestic staff, such as maids and drivers, so nobody, you can't hide under it falls, you can't pay your people anyhow saying I'm not government. No, this includes them as well. So the Senate President praised the legislation as a landmark decision and congratulated the Nigerian Labour Congress and National Assembly for their efforts in addressing the increased cost of living. So I guess congratulations
Well,
in
as I
order
said,
for all involved.
it's a good one. It's exciting. But the question is everybody going to
follow it?
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to private sector.
Exactly. And then also, if this is really true for drivers, maids, and those who work below, I think this is actually a plus. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't have a certificate. That means you're going to earn something little. You understand? At least if this is our minimum wage for now, and it's going to happen, we all know we are getting somewhere in our economy in a way too, and all that. Yeah.
So as usual, social media had stuff to say. I mean, people were claiming that for instance, I think the most prevalent one I saw was someone said it's 30,000 back then could buy like a bag of rice, and a bag of rice is no longer 70. You can't buy it with 70,000. But I don't know where we go from here. At least it has been increased.
How much would you even save out of that 70,000? Let's say, for instance, yes, you are being paid that 70,000, and you don't stay.
Different people have different what's it called, cost of living, how you live your life level. I guess I would say
somebody can have 50,000 can take it throughout the month. It's different from everybody.
So it depends on I guess
the number of family members and responsibilities that follow.
Responsibilities, because that one now they kill money. But congratulations to them for passing it. I mean, it's a law. It's a law. The only issue I'm having is the one of the taking 3 years to review, but it's been cut from 5 years. So hopefully, if this means that in the next how many years we're going to start seeing
Hopefully.
this being implemented. That's awesome. All right, let's move on now to the news. I feel this one shocked everybody. On Sunday, July 21, the United States President Joe Biden announced that he will not be seeking re-election in their upcoming presidential race.
Yeah.
Now, this decision came just hours after he tweeted that he was confident about winning against Donald Trump to retain the presidency. Now, following his decision to withdraw from the 2024 United States presidential race, he also endorsed his Vice President Kamala Harris as his successor. In his statement, he expressed his full support for Harris, emphasizing her experience and leadership qualities as crucial for continuing the administration's work. This endorsement comes as a significant boost to Harris's campaign as she prepares to lead the Democratic Party in the upcoming election. And I don't know how your Twitter timeline is, but ever since this thing happened, my Twitter timeline has been filled with American election news and everything. First of all, what do you think of him stepping down?
Okay, so when I saw this, first I was going through my mind is it cannot be done in Nigeria in a way.
Not even in Nigeria, say Africa.
In Africa.
Somebody
They're
tweeted.
older than Mary. They want to continue the rule.
Which
and
is it,
everything.
Uganda or Cameroon that has a 91-year-old president or something?
I think it's Uganda. It's Uganda. He almost fell down or something like that. I think it's Uganda. See, when I saw this news, first of all, I felt like there was a bit of sadness. I'm not saying America shall, but it's more or less like, okay, maybe we wish he was. But the fact that he actually had to step down, looking at it from the young side of it, also looking at it from the fact that I'm endorsing you because I know you can do it and you can go for it, was a good one for me. You understand? I'm not really huge on following. Like, I just feel like a lot of elections and stuff. But then, of course, automatically we always have to read what's happening around the world.
Yeah,
and everything.
I followed it. Following as it stands right now, that's Kamala Harris is not officially the Democratic Party nominee, but she has the numbers. She has, I think, about 200 or so.
Sometimes when the numbers come in really early like that or something, the truth is, in as much as we get so excited, sometimes I just like to lay low. I don't want to get too excited.
I get what you mean.
Because Donald Trump is another person.
That's my thing. I don't know how I would love her to win. I mean, the first female president being a black woman, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know if she has the power to win against Donald Trump that was allegedly almost assassinated, because the story is long.
Please.
The story is now long.
That story.
But congratulations to her. The momentum I have seen so far, aside from the fact that she has gotten endorsement by so many people in the party, they have rallied around her. She has already broken the record. She raised about 81 million from small donors, not even big donors.
That's what I'm saying.
Raised 81 million
it
in
looks so
24
promising,
hours.
but then it's scary at the same time. Like you are running against
Donald Trump. But somebody also said something that kind of made me say, maybe I'm not going to be so scared. Somebody said the energy they're seeing, how people are rallying around her, is giving 2008 energy that they gave Obama. And I was like, that energy was something else. It did something.
I remember,
but I don't know if
that energy was the whole world energy.
I don't know if America is ready for a female president, much less a female president who is black. They've already
they've still not come out of this racism attitude and everything. Is that
just this?
Just
on Thursday morning, I saw that was Wednesday. Their side, Fox News, somebody came out and called that she went to, the Prime Minister of Israel. We all know the controversy going there, was speaking in their Congress. Instead of going there, she went and spoke at a sorority. So on national television, somebody said she went to spoke to colored women. Brought in the word colored. So the racism, the misogyny has already started. But we have our problems down here. So maybe we'll leave them and say good luck to them. Good luck to all involved, both the Democratic and the Republican Party. I don't know. Good luck to everybody involved. We'll face our side. We'll not face on our side. Now, take us to the next story.
Okay, now moving on to the next story. The National Paralympic Committee of Ghana recently faced a scandal involving a fraudulent Paralympic team. Somewhere around July 21st, it was revealed that 11 individuals who were supposed to participate in the Bergen City Marathon in Norway had used fake identities and documents to secure their visas. They fled upon arrival, seeking asylum in other Schengen nations. Now, the team's coach, George Jemfi Jesse, collapsed and died in Norway. Now, 4 family members sent to retrieve his body have also gone missing. The president of the NPC, Mr. Samson Dean, reported that visas were obtained through forged documents, and the incident has led to calls for an investigation into the misuse of official channels. Now, 2 remaining individuals involved in the scandal have been suspended from the Paralympic activities in Ghana. First of all, I'm just wondering, how did these guys run? Like, we all know very well what Paralympic is all about. So I'm just wondering who was in charge of them. Because you can't, there's some certain things
11 individuals. You can't be in charge of 11 individuals at the same time. Maybe you went to...
But how is it that people you are sent to go and bring a dead body?
Is that one that
because even if a relative dies outside the country, it's only one person that brings the person.
Why did they send 4 people and then the 4 people also absconded? Everybody is as if this was a planned abscondment.
Unless maybe their president, their coach did not die. I'm just saying now because
who is down with the body?
Because
of the
there's a
coach?
whole lot of what if around it. And now they've all run out. Like, they're not even. Is that how Africa? Like, is it that bad?
You people
right
are giving us a bad name. Oh, Ghana, our brothers.
Somebody wrote and said it's official. Ghanaians have taken it from us. Congratulations.
I didn't want you to bring us inside this.
Somebody said that on social media. Actually,
Yo.
somebody said that on social media. Like, this is something else.
It's going to give them a bad name. Like, now the vetting process for the actual athletes is going to be even harder. I mean, how do you, the Paralympic team of all things, you use forged documents to do that? Come on, people. Like, hi, boo.
But my only question in this scenario is, how do you send 4 people to go and bring one dead person? And then how is it that you guys...
It's so shady because 4 people to bring one dead body.
How do people forge documents in this AI era?
And at this, no, it's even
possible,
easier.
Sha.
But my thing is, at this this is a very high level of scrutiny, and they were able to forge it through. Come on,
exactly.
I feel like people that are involved in giving those documents are also,
they need to be investigated.
Exactly,
too.
You know, their hand inside.
We just pray that we're able to find them, Sha, because maybe
they said they've seeked asylum in other Schengen countries. They've gone. Otilo.
It is well. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. So in Tennessee, a 12-year-old has been charged. A 12-year-old has been charged with first-degree murder after she suffocated her 7-year-old cousin who was sleeping in the top bunk of their shared bedroom. Now, this incident, which occurred on July 15, was captured by a security camera. The footage shows the older girl using the bedding to suffocate her cousin and then cleaning up and repositioning the body. Nana, I had chills. The altercation reportedly stemmed from an argument over an iPhone. The girl, who will turn 13 later this month, has also been charged with tampering with evidence. Gibson District Attorney Frederick Agee described the case as one of the most disturbing his office has handled and plans to request that she be tried as an adult. This is a psychopath or a sociopath in the making.
First thing that was going through my mind was, we need to is this screen, or we need to see how certain things our kids watch. Believe it or not, no, because you to be able to arrange a dead body, clean up after you've done, you have been watching crime scenes, or maybe all this murder or stuff. Maybe you've been reading things. People go online to read, how do you kill person? How do you do this? People go online to read it. That alone, there's nothing you could tell me. And over what? A phone.
A phone.
Which you can take from a 7-year-old and tell that, I'm not going to give it to you anymore. And she will cry all her eyes out, but she won't say anything. She knew what she was doing. Nothing.
That's why they're pushing that she be tried as an adult. This is quite sad.
No, they have to. Seriously, it's really, really sad.
Because she's going to be 13 on trial.
I saw the
murder.
video, even the way she was screaming and there's something wrong with her.
That's what I'm saying. A psychopath in the making.
And I don't think no lawyer should go in charge and say that maybe it was due to how do you call it, having mental breakdown.
No, it could be the mental breakdown in this case, maybe some form of sociopathy or something. This is me speculating. But that's not enough. What they might end up doing is maybe not putting her in prison, putting her in like a mental institution where she receives help or the care that she needs. Because
but
that
it was
age,
horrible.
prison, I have not even seen the video. I refuse to look at it. That age, it's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy.
We just have to see. I don't know. I'm still saying it. Like,
Watch what your children
exactly.
what does.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. This is
Exactly.
my thinking, Nana.
Please do.
A normal child can watch a crime scene and does not feel the need to enact it.
True.
Do you understand? So if you no want to do something, you no go do one, no matter what you say. You, how many crime scenes have you watched?
So they're watching
How
crime
many
since I
have
was
you now
young,
acted?
I acted
How
the
many
one
have you
when I acted
enacted
the one
out?
when the thieves came to us, but it didn't work. I realized it was Nigeria, it was Ghana, and then America is different.
That's what I'm saying. If something is inside, if you day your body.
Well, true.
Because we watch so many things, and I say,
but
don't
you
do
know
it.
we are not born with evil in us. There are certain things that
Some
build
people are
up.
born with evil. People that have psychopathic tendencies.
Even if you were born with certain
sociopathic
characters in your
tendencies.
life, you were born with certain characters in your life. Something also has to trigger to make it to be building on it.
Nana, yes and no. Yes and no. In the sense that, do you know that psychopathy is actually something in your brain is not aligned properly? You do not see anything you're doing as wrong. So you don't even necessarily need a trigger.
Okay, like
Yes, we find
I
some people
think-
were
I think
either
you have
abused
a
or that.
point.
Some people don't need trigger. Their badness, excuse to our creator, the badness was, that's the way they came out. Bad.
I think you have a point. You just reminded me of a movie I saw where a child at a very tender age started removing Barbie doll's head. That was where.
So waiting to that one now.
That is where it started from.
Waiting to that one.
You have a point. It's true. I think we should just learn to pay attention to our kids. And it's so sad they were with their grandmother. Grandmothers are always the best, but we don't know how old she was and all this. But we just pray. I don't know.
I mean, the parent,
yeah,
they've
that's
done
what I was
irreparable damage to that family because this is a cousin. So now the mother of the people who have lost the child cannot be friends with the one, and they will like, please show our child leniency. But then again, your child has killed my child. It's bad all around. It's bad all around. Let's move on now to music and Nigeria. So Nigerian Afrobeat star Davido has been announced as brand ambassador for Chinese automobile manufacturer GAC Motors. The announcement was made in a Lagos event following GAC Motors presentation of the GAC M8 2024 vehicle to Davido and his wife. As an ambassador, Davido will help boost the presence of the brand in Nigeria and Africa. Now, this partnership aligns with GAC's youth initiatives and complements Davido's existing global endorsements, including the smartphone brand Infinix and gaming platform One Expert. Additionally, Lagos State government is partnering with CIG Motors to invest $260 million in acquiring 5,000 vehicles for the lag ride fleet, enhancing local transportation. Congratulations to
Davido has been
Davido.
in the news this week.
He has even left the news in the past 1 month.
For instance, Israel got
steadily-
10 years visa for the UK.
Please, why are we mentioning Israel here?
And then also, what is his name? He actually gave a car, one of the cars to Ubi Franklin also.
A 60 million car, allegedly.
So it's been okay. But this is a good partnership in a way. Yeah, this is a very good one. And shout outs to him. And it's Davido. Some people always want to like follow.
You know, I mean,
They made a
everybody
good
wants to
choice,
know.
Sha.
Yeah, they made a good
Yeah.
choice. Everybody wants to know what he's doing and see how they can key into whatever he's doing. So, yeah.
All right, so Nigerian singer Ashake is actually in the news. He'll be performing at the London's O2 Arena for the second time on September 23rd as part of his Lungu Boy World Tour. And then announcing the show via his Instagram, now Ashake expressed his excitement for the performance at the 20,000 capacity venue. The tour, which started in Portugal on June 20th, will conclude in Golden Coast, Australia on October 6th. Ashake previously sold out the O2 Arena somewhere last year. Congratulations to him. I've checked out his album. I'll not say I've checked out
Does he have a
everything.
new album?
Yes.
When did it drop?
I think, is it last month or last 2 months?
Wow,
or
I did
so?
not know that.
So I think actually he has been doing tours, so I think this is one of them. And this would, let's just say, I've not really listened to almost everybody. We all know Ashake also always have the sound and everything. But I think when we are done, we should go check it out and all that.
Yeah, we should definitely check
so
it.
shout out to him.
Congratulations
And we
to
know
him.
he's gonna.
When it comes to London, I think there are two iconic places you can sell out. One is the O2, and then when you are bigger, Wembley. So far, I think the only person who has played, Burna Boy hasn't played Wembley, but he has played a bigger venue. I think 100K or something. So the fact that we are, conquering this iconic, venues is really, really cool. And then when you go to US, even though it's not as big, the iconic place to play in US is Madison Square Garden. When you play that, it's like a sign of you've made it. So yeah, O2, you've made it.
So aside his performance, guess what I'm looking
for what?
His fashion.
Oh yeah, his fashion. He's giving. I like the fact that he takes a lot of risk with his fashion, and I like that for him.
Yeah.
I like when personal. Now this is a personal opinion. I like when men do not dress the way we expect them to dress. Come on, give me a skirt any day. Give me some painted nails. Give me some. I don't know. I don't call it steez, but give me some flair. Yeah, give me some flair. I like that for him.
Wait, do you like a man in painted nails?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
You did not know that about me?
That is actually new. I didn't know that side. Like,
I feel like you're secure enough in your masculinity and you want to paint your nails. So what? Anybody that doesn't like it should go. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. Moving on to the next story. Lady stunned after discovering her father had another wife and children in another state. Now, an ex-user said that my friend found out last Saturday that they are the other family of her dad. Her father worked as a truck driver. He only comes home once in 2 months with gifts and lots of foodstuffs. They never lack anything from upkeep to education. Now, someone actually reached out to my friend that they have been seeing her calls on their dad's phone. So out of curiosity, she wanted to know who the person was because my friend sometimes called during odd hours. He has been suspecting his dad, so he decided to call the number. That is how they both found out that they are siblings. She have not said anything to her mom yet. I asked her to wait for him to come home, then she can confront him before telling her mom about it.
First of all, this is not uncommon. It's just that she has found out. So we know this happens in this part of the world. Many men have different families. So, but when she says that the other family, this is how you know who started it first.
Yeah.
Because if the other children are older than you guys are, then y'all are the side chicks family. That is such a scary thought.
Exactly.
That is such a scary thought. What would you do in that scenario? Would I tell my mother? I think I would.
To find out that I was actually the other family all along.
I think I would. But I
think first thing I would. No, I think telling her mom about it.
First of all, I'll think about the fact that are we in a position to cut off from this man? Because this one, they say they don't lack upkeep and education. Has he finished paying school fees? Try to get school fees for the next 1 year or something before you scatter everywhere. On the other hand, the boy who now called her wants to say that one also won't also tell the mom, and the mom will scatter
you
from that side.
You would also blame him because why can't you be calling my dad around this time all the time? You understand? So
no, what I'm saying is they have to come to an agreement. When do we break this news? Because if she wants to not break it, what if the boy on the other side breaks it?
It's so sad that I don't know, but this man, and the fact that he covered his tracks, making it look like I'm there for you every single time.
Do you understand?
And then my job is far away. It's like,
I don't get men that cheat to this extent. Like, are you not tired of your resources being divided to 2 homes?
This hard economy, you're cheating.
Hey. Because I'm guessing you're now paying house rent over there.
And you're paying
house rent
unless
over
probably
here.
you're a rich truck driver. And then
no matter how rich you are, that side, that one that you're using to support one family could be put in savings to do other business or establish some other thing.
Maybe it's even she doesn't even know. Maybe they have another family somewhere. Because your father is just giving birthday.
What's even Chineke, I could not. I can't even lie on a day-to-day basis, and then you are lying about a whole family.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's tiring. It's really, really tiring.
Still on X, we also have another one saying the biggest fool is the man who invests his money in a woman's education with the aim of marrying her. So this writer actually went on saying that the biggest fool among men is the one who invests his money in a woman's education with the aim of marrying her. The second biggest fool among men is the one who thinks a woman is marriage material because she's a church girl. And the third biggest fool among men is the one who wants to impress a woman just because of love. What do you have to say?
So number one, I get the whole paying her school fees that you marry her. You remember back then, uneducated, like older men would now go and pick like a 15, 14-year-old, put her, finish the secondary school. No, sometimes they pick her after she's finished secondary school and then pull her through university. And the girl will go to university and go and see things and decide, Do I want to be with you? You're
Yeah.
old and you're uneducated. Our level is no longer
Yeah.
matching. So when she now graduates, she's like, sayonara, I do not want you anymore.
Yeah,
So
that one is
on
possible.
that-
It does happen most of the time.
on that angle, yeah, but to call them, to go to the extent of calling them a fool, they were just trying to, I don't know, invest in their quote-unquote investments. I don't know what to say. But the other one, what was the second one? It says the other fool is the one who is love bombing.
Yes, he said that the second biggest fool is the one who thinks a woman is a marriage material because she's a church girl.
I've always said this: where you meet people doesn't necessarily tell you everything about them. Granted, it's cool to meet people at churches and all that, but the fact that you meet someone at church doesn't automatically mean that that's a good person.
Yeah.
People are going to church that are not good people. Sorry to say this, apologies to all the churchgoers, but I've seen people who live inside church that have very, very bad character. And I'm not speaking against the quote-unquote girls who live in the clubs. I've also seen people who go to the clubs that are very, very good character. So it can happen either or.
Well, actually, I think it depends
Sure.
on.
Think of
It's an individual thing.
exactly.
What you want. Some people tell you that, okay, I want a church girl. You want a church girl? Okay, fine. No, don't do your face like that. Everybody have what's even the church girl. What is your church girl? You hear a guy say, I want a body and at the same time a church girl. Those greedy men.
We're not going to say it, but they say, I want a church girl that is a body in this.
Yeah, I want a wife who is a little bit a body and also a church girl at the same time. So it happens.
I don't even know. My own is where you meet people doesn't determine who they are. Like I said, I've seen it can be either
The
or.
fact that you met somebody in the market doesn't mean she likes cooking.
I mean, if you
So it's
it's
not
like me, you meet me in the market and you think you are like cooking, you're on your own. You are on your own because it's not true.
Okay.
And then he said a fool about being
If you
doing
like
love.
showing off a woman, like you like showing off and everything.
See, do what you want to do.
Exactly. Do what makes you happy.
Do what makes you happy. Just be true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If the person you're trying to, I don't know, responds that way, fine.
Exactly.
They don't respond, fine.
Exactly.
Just be true to yourself. Don't follow all these writers on X because they will lead you astray.
Our counselors. Okay, we have another one here saying a man who has not married you nor met your family but keeps flaunting you on social media is reducing your market worth as a woman. Now, this is what he said. If your man refuses to publicize your relationship, it doesn't mean you are not valued. Instead, he's protecting you. What I'm insinuating is some of them know that they would not marry you, and in others save you the stress of public opinion over your past lives. They keep you private. But some ladies fail to know that 90% of men despise open relationship, not as though they want to use you as liberty in cheating, but as a means of protection. We're not saying that a man who has not married you nor met your family but kept flaunting you on social media is reducing your market worth as a woman. Ordinarily, no one is supposed to know who sees the color of your underwear because society has its eyes on women. Real men with good intentions hardly publicize who they want to settle down with
This is coming
because
from
they
a woman, by
understand
the
the
way.
power of privacy. However, some women, out of obsession, go to the extra mile to show the world their boyfriend, and she laughs.
Okay, so this is it.
I'm coming. She actually made another statement saying that when you are no longer together, another man comes your way. We will help you count your customers. When you're no longer together and another man comes your way, we will help you count your customers. Like, she just kept on going on.
I have so many things to say. Number one, I have such a problem with the fact that she's calling it what? It's taking us back to that passport that say you are property. I'm not in the market, so I'm not property. I'm not to be bought and transferred and changed. I have a problem with that language. And then I have a problem also with, the fact that people see people date somebody and they assume automatically that you have done the do. Some people date and they do not necessarily go all the way. But then again, our society is if they see you with this person, it's automatic. You people have, you've known yourselves biblically. Nana,
Yes.
would you want to be posted?
No.
Okay.
I don't really want to be posted. I don't want anybody to post me.
Like,
Like, why are you posting
At
me?
what point do you want to be posted?
No, yesterday I was telling somebody that I think if I should get married, I think it's my second anniversary, my first anniversary. That's when I'll post.
I have a friend.
But people don't believe. They feel like I like snapping pictures that I'm going to. I was like, it will shock you. They play. Like
They play. I have a friend who said I think she was joking. She's married and she has kids. She was like, I know they post anybody until we have grandchildren. Say correct, because anything.
Exactly.
I don't know that. I don't care. First of all, if I were not married, I don't care about posting or not posting. So far as if you don't post me, I will not also post you. So far as you don't,
don't even post me. Like, I'm fine.
Let's be neutral. Like, to me, whether you post me or not is not a measure of anything for me. It's not a measure that
But I kind of get where she's coming from. Let's take it for instance. Let's say you are in Uyo. Uyo looks like a very big city.
It's very small.
But it's small, exactly. So let's say you dated Mr. A. He'll be posting you, my blah 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 blah. Then you guys break up. Then Ibora also came to ask you and also start posting you. So you know that kind of community, that thing, you understand? So I think maybe that's the angle she's coming from.
I get that angle, but at the same time, I will tell anybody, the first one break up, delete the pictures, we move on. We move. We move. And delete, and move on. Life continues. A new dispensation. Welcome to a new dispensation.
But let's turn the table, okay? Let's turn the table. Now, she also said that we're also reducing a man's value. Let's say, for instance,
you see,
I'm
that
always
is why
posting,
I have a
I'm
problem.
posting my man. I'll be like, my man.
Because we have been on this social media where 3 different women are posting the same man and nobody says that the man's value is reduced.
That is
why I said I have a problem with the language. We keep putting this market value on women and the men are just walking around willy-nilly. I do not like it. Because if they say a woman's quality reduces, so why doesn't a man quality reduces? I beg, who gave them the automatic price that their price no they go down? I beg, let's move on. I beg. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. If you say it for the men, for the women, you should be able to say it.
Exactly.
Who wants them? That's why when we were talking, I think before we started the taping, we were talking about a certain person. I'm like, I don't see them as the price.
Yeah.
I don't see them as the price. Why are you people salivating over a man? They're not the price. So they're not the price. If you say, let's keep it moving, please.
Okay, I have another one here saying a man who is always struggling to eat 3 square meals does not have any business with marriage. I saw this and I was simply like, okay. Now she said that because you don't want the society to call you single, you decided to marry someone who cannot feed himself, not to even talk of a woman. No worry. When the chips are down, we go help you hide your identity while we post your stories on social media. Now, she went on saying that it's okay for a man to choose and marry the woman he wants, but it's wrong for a woman to do so, Abi. Do you get the story?
Yeah, I think I get it. I get what she's trying to say.
When a woman says, I want to get married to a rich man, a man that can take care of me, blah, 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 then society is like, hey, women are gold diggers. But then when it comes to a man, people don't see that, like, a man doesn't, you understand, he chooses those kind of stuff.
I get, of course, if you're not comfortable, you're not, because when you marry, it's assumed that you're going to have responsibilities. I mean, aside from the fact that that's one mouth added to you, what if you people have children? Cereal, the other day, Daisy's cereal price jumped by 2,000 naira in the space of 2 weeks.
Or more.
So cereal is cost.
More.
So you have to think about all these things. Of course, if you are not financially okay by yourself, you're not supposed to. Who wants to come and do stuff ahead with you? Not me.
All right, so our final story, story on X. Now, this was actually on X, where X user said, why must your own education or career suffer for a man? You don't love yourself. Can you please be selfish? So an ex-user actually commented under saying that when my sister wanted getting married, there was a verbal agreement that she would further her education and also work between my family and the said man. Now, few months into marriage, she got her MSc form and started chasing her admission. When she got admission, this man said no. My mom pacified my sister since it's 2nd degree and that she should wait at least a year. That was how she wasted money from an acceptance fee. Few months later, this man proposed she quit her job since it's not like she's giving him the salary to share or do as he pleases. In conclusion, my mom encouraged the marriage scattering herself. How she go sponsor pharmacy, a whole 5 years professional course, which extended to 9 years for my sister, thanks to ASU, and not making dispensing twice and not working. God forbid. My sister is about to become a PhD holder while being a lecturer too. That is the story.
I don't know. I feel like people want different things for their lives. There are people who want to get married and work, and there are people who don't want to get married, who want to get married and not work. Both of them are valid. And I get where
But it was a verbal agreement from the beginning.
yeah. If we had agreed and then you now backtracked, he does not have good plans for you.
Yeah, I think maybe he was intimidated of her success.
Like I said, again, I don't think real men are intimidated by any woman's success.
Real man. What's the definition of a real man?
A real man is someone who understands that I don't need to dim my light for him to shine. Amongst other things, but in the context of what we're talking about, I don't need to dim. Like, it has nothing, her being a PhD holder or whatever has nothing to do with whatever he's got going on. Like, come on, what has that got to do with anything? Do you get? Like, it has nothing to do with... He's backtracked because he doesn't have any good... This thing about men not having, you know, financial abuse, we talked about it, I think financial abuse is actually real. A man who does that is waiting to financially abuse you in the future.
Or control you.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Financial abuse is control. Yeah. You want something, you have to go and ask for money. For,
I at first, that's as I said, I was like, okay, maybe he's a bit intimidated, but how are you worried that you basically know this woman? The family spoke to you. These are her dreams. This is what she's actually doing.
I'm glad
you never told her from the beginning that, okay, babe, you know what? You're actually not going to work. Oh, I want to be the one in charge of everything. But I think a lot of people were actually commenting, and people were like, the mother really did a very good job.
Yeah, she did good.
Encouraging. Yes, we don't support divorce, all right. But on this case,
were they already married? They weren't really already married. It was a proposing to we're getting married.
No, they were married.
Oh, okay. She scattered it.
They got married. Yeah, so she scattered the marriage. They got married. So he proposed that, oh yeah, quit your job, stop working. After all, you don't give me the salary.
So I don't.
That's like a control fee.
The thing is, even if I don't give you the salary, let me use the salary and buy the things that interest me.
Exactly.
Since you feel so let me use it and buy my little knickknacks and support my little silly hobby. Somebody like me, I need disposable cash to buy albums.
We know, don't say it loud.
I need disposable cash to buy the little knickknacks that give me pleasure. So I'm glad the mother did that. I mean, this is a definition of you will always have a home to come to if he gets as it be becoming
At
home.
least thank goodness that we have mothers that are different, because some of them say you have to sit inside.
He says you should not walk. He says you should not walk. Then don't walk now. It's okay.
Because he's providing. He's a
Even
provider.
as somebody who doesn't necessarily like work, I personally myself, I don't support anybody saying that. But no.
Anyway, I guess that is it for today.
Yep, we've come to the end of another amazing chat circle. Nana, did you have fun?
I did, but today was murder for me.
Nana was a little bit stressed today.
For me.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Next week will be better.
Anyway.
But yeah, that has been our show for this week. We hope you had a good time with us.
Yeah.
And make sure that you tune in next week because we're still going to be here with more social media trends and keeping you updated on what's going on.
Yeah.
My name is Asiya Nukut.
And my name is Nana Abinat.